so there's really no excuse not to listen to the Neil Archer Show. Hello, chaps. Currently, the Mint, the Bank of England, whoever they are, that are in charge of these things, are thinking of changing the pictures on our banknotes. Seems a bit bit unnecessary these days, I think, because virtually everybody now, I think, pays contactless since COVID, and the shops didn't particularly want to handle money that had been potentially handled by people that might be passing on the coof. Anyway, so apparently this is something which is going on. So The Guardian, my favourite newspaper, lefty newspaper, decided to form a panel of presumably what they consider to be typical British people to give their ideas as to what sort of picture should be placed on a British banknote. Now, this panel comprises Athena Cugoblino. I will put a photograph up. David Reynolds, who is I would guess, a typical lefty university professor. Coco Khan, Connor Myers, and a chap called Henry Bonsu. Now these are allegedly, I guess, or rather they're the Guardian's idea of what a typical British group of 5 people would comprise. Anyway, Athena Cugoblino, I assume this is what the Guardian consider to be humorous, suggested a Greggs vegan sausage roll, or a rail replacement bus, or a traffic code. For fuck's sake. Oh dear. David Reynolds, the lefty historian, actually had a reasonable idea, and that was the robin, the bird, which is, I guess, it's kind of ubiquitous at Christmas time on Christmas cards. So that's not too bad an idea, I guess. Then Coco Khan, who I assume is probably Pakistani, suggested a seagull with a chip in its beak, and that's a potato chip, not a crisp, a chip. Fuck's sake. Connor Myers, who I guess is a brainwashed lefty student, he's described as an intern or something. He suggested Lincoln Cathedral, which actually I would say is probably the best suggestion out of the lot, apart from possibly the robin. And Henry Bonsu suggested, oh for God's sake, suggested a picture of Honolulu Equiano, who was an enslaved African who bought his freedom and became a great 18th century abolitionist and writer. So anyway, that's. I don't know whether that passes for what the Guardian might think of as humour, but to me that it once again it's a kind of I'm going to put my thing on again. Look, once again it's a kind of a subliminal way of brainwashing people into thinking this country is and always has been multicultural, which of course we all know it isn't and hasn't. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Well done if you got this far, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers for now.
We were sitting in the sun down San Andreas Way, sipping ice cold margaritas on our holiday. You'd have thought if you'd have seen us, we were having fun, sipping ice cold margaritas, troubles we had none. The geologists yelled beware, there's a fault line over there. You better keep on your toes. If you don't, she's gonna blow. Everything was very peaceful, everything felt cool. Sipping ice cool rock grande by the hotel pool. You'd have thought if you'd seen us, we didn't have a care. Sipping ice cold aguardiente in the fragrant air. Better geologists yell beware, there's a fault line over there. You'd better keep on your toes. If you don't,